Hello and welcome back to From the Source podcast. This is episode 37, and today we've got a slightly different backdrop. We're at Hyrox Birmingham. So we're spectating today, and tomorrow we're competing. So that'll be on Sunday at 4 p.m. And if you've been watching some of these videos, you'll know we're on track that to hopefully get a sub 60-minute Hyrox doubles time. But today's not really about us, it's about some of our friends, some people we know are competing. So we've just come down to show some support. It's a really good setup. And what do you think so far?
Yeah, it's good. It's a lot more spread out than previous Birmingham ones. If you've been before, the last ones are like really cramped. If you've done Manchester, that's like ridiculously cramped. But they've made it. I think it's in a bigger hall this time. I think
we learned from mistakes. So when we went to Manchester, it was very crowded, cramped. Maybe it's just the venue, but this seems to be a little bit more like laid out nicer. There's more space.
Yeah,
but it's probably a bigger venue, I think. Well, it seems it.
There's like an athlete's. It's like the middle where the stations are. In the middle of the middle, there's like a athlete's like village, if you will, with like My Protein and all that shit. So there's a lot of more stuff. The Hydrodome, is it? Hydrodome is bigger this time. So I think they've listened to feedback from previous Hyroxes where it's been like fucking crazy. More spread out. We're near the athlete area, so the athlete area's got a biggest warm-up area. It's got like massage area, hydro runs. You've got your own like toilet section as well, so you don't have to queue. Because I know that's a nightmare as well. But
yeah, it's a really good setup, and it's a really good atmosphere already. So we're like getting pumped up for tomorrow.
Yeah,
and it's actually quite good. So we're going to basically talk you through now. The episode today is based on what should you do on the day of your Hyrox race. So we're here the day before. That's probably the first thing we'll start by talking about is you need to get here and see what's going on. Find the venue, find where to park. You don't want to be stressed. You want to minimize like the amount of stress you're putting on your body. So we've actually come on purpose a day earlier just because we want to scout it out. We want to be able to know our bearings. We want to look at people. Like we've seen a few people already massively like fucking things up. There was one guy, he gave up on the sled, like he just couldn't push it. I mean, that's not really going to change from the day before, but we're learning from mistakes that other people are making. But I think just in general, like going to see the venue, you know, where you're going to go to the toilet, where you're going to eat, where you're going to put your bag, have you got your wristband and like, you know, have you registered, all that stuff. It doesn't have to be the day before, but a few hours before at least.
Yeah, if you're competing in the morning, you have to be here the day before because traffic was like an hour longer today than it should have been. So that's on a morning, on a weekend, you're a bit knackered. But yeah, I'd get here the day before. Some people do 2 days before. So I know Birmingham this year is like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So
yeah, make a weekend of it.
Yeah.
You know, stay over. If you get a hotel in advance, it's quite cheap. I looked at hotels the other day, and to stay where we're staying was 500 quid for the night.
Ridiculous.
Because it's so in demand. But obviously, if you book a few months in advance, then it's fine. So let's talk through then. It's the day of the race. Let's pretend like, and imagine you've had a good sleep. You're feeling refreshed. You wake up. What's your first move? Apart from brush your teeth and have a shower.
I was going to say, yeah. Get something to eat. So it depends when you're racing, depends when you're getting up. So you should have loaded up with most of your carbs the day before so you're not like cramming on the day. So say if you're doing like a 10 o'clock race, probably want to be getting up at like 7, getting like depends what you like to eat, but I'd have like overnight oats and stuff for breakfast, get some more carbs in, then get yourself down to the actual event. If you've not already been the day before and like pre-registered and got all your stuff, get here early because the queues are massive when you get in.
Get all the admin stuff sorted.
Yeah.
But like Sam said, breakfast-wise, have something that you've had before many times that you know is going to sit well in your stomach. You know, like buy things probably like bagels or like pastries or something like that. Just something carbs. You love overnight oats and shit like that, but I probably wouldn't have overnight oats on the day of my race just because I don't have that. Like I have it rarely. But once you've had breakfast, you're feeling good, you've hydrated, maybe got some electrolytes down you. You get to the venue, register, like Sam said, and then just start to like ease into it, like a little warm up, go for a walk, listen to some music, just get yourself in a nice mindset. What you don't want to do, which I've seen people do, is be so stressed. Like, where do I put my bag? Where, I don't, oh, the queue's so big. Like, I need to warm up. I don't know where my stuff is. I need to fill my bottle up. And it's like, you need to be chill on the day of your race, really, don't you?
Bear in mind, the NHS, the NEC staff that work here, a lot of them don't really know where anything is. They're just making, it's like security. That's the greatest respect to them. But so if you're panicking, they'll send you in the wrong directions.
We went today to sign up to get a spectator ticket, and all we asked was, we're competing tomorrow. Can we use that wristband to go through? And she went, yeah, well, you need to go queue up. And we were like, all right, where is it? And she just went, actually, here you go. And she gave us 2 free wristbands, like for free. But we could have lied, you know. So then they're not really asked about what's going on. So they're not really going to be that helpful. Obviously, some people are, but you just want to get your bearings, I think.
Yeah.
You want to, once you've found where to put your stuff, you're ready for it. You want to give yourself a walk around wherever you are, of where the stations are, how many laps the run is, where you're going to start, where you're going to finish. Otherwise, the last thing you want to be doing, which we've seen people do all day, is finish and be like, where is it? Where do I go? You want to know, okay, I finished the skate, I go that way, and then that way.
Yeah.
You know.
Because obviously when you're tired and you're, fatigued and annoyed, your brain just goes all like fuzzy. So we found out today the sled is like, you run in through the tunnel, you go all the way down for the sled, then you run all the way back down and then all the way back out. So it's actually 2 lengths running of the sled area. So you see people like running the opposite way, people run back across. So it's just getting used to where everything is. I think that's the main thing, because there's not mad signs about, like, you don't really know where you're going.
But if you've watched a few races, like we're watching it now, obviously it's hard not to watch because people are running by. And we're looking for people we know, to be honest. But you don't want to be like really confused about which way to go, where do I go, like where do I put my kettlebells, where do I get the sandbag from? So once you've done all that, you're feeling good. I do whatever you can do to get yourself in a calm, like ready state. For us, it might be listening to some music, or probably go to the toilet 5 times. Go 6 times. So that's a tip for you. Go 6 times. Because even if you go 5 times, you'll still meet it on the start line.
Yeah. Nervous piss.
Well, yeah, I think really make yourself feel good. Get yourself in a nice mindset. Go and make yourself familiar with the race. I mean, just chat to a few people, take your mind off things. Like tomorrow when it's our race, we'll be here in the morning watching people. We'll be having a chat, having a laugh. And then when it's our race, like you get yourself in that zone and you just lock in. We don't want to be. Our race is at Falls. When it gets to like 20 to 4, we don't want to be like, shit, where do we put our stuff? Like, we want to be ready then. So it's like things.
Probably one big tip I would say, like, and for us as well, is because we're going to spend all today on our feet and watch people tomorrow, there's going to be a time tomorrow where you have to get off your feet for like a few hours.
Yeah.
Because you're carrying a bag around all day, running in between stations, trying to watch your mates and all that lot. It's fucking knackering.
And like, you've got your Garmin on today.
So we've been here like an hour and a half and I've done 6,000 steps. And it's not even a massive, it is a big room, but it's not like massive. And that's just like walking around to the road, to the ski, to the sled, So tonight I'll probably sleep like a baby, but it's just planning, I think. There's a lot of planning involved for it.
And then probably the last thing would be just enjoy yourself. Like, we've seen a few different types of people today. Some people are giving it everything they've got, which I love. Like, we both love that. That's what we want to do tomorrow. So you don't want to be like smiling and laughing, like joking around, because we want to go hard. We're going to be in the pain cave for 60 minutes. But we also see some people who are like just cruising along, jogging along and laughing. So work out which type of person you want to be. Like, some people want to just enjoy Hyrox, and that's great. And some people want to go and get a PB, and like, you need to know what you're going to do.
Yeah. But bear that in mind on the runs as well, because that's probably something I would say is that if you are coming to Hyrox and you just wanting to, do a doubles and have a good time with your mate and all that, well, that's fine. But when you're running, bear that in mind, because there's people like racing by that want to do well, and you just end up getting in the way. That's probably a pet peeve.
Yeah, and you might be influenced by them. And we're going for a sub 60, right? we're not going for a world record. So if someone runs by us doing a 3:30, we're not going to follow this because we know we're going for a sub 60, which is tall. We might even not make it. I mean, I'm pretty optimistic about it, but the main point of it is we're not going to be influenced by anyone else. We're going to be doing our own race. And that's what anyone who's listening to this or watching this should do, is do your own race. Don't let anyone else kind of influence you. Don't let your friends and family go, like, come on. Like, if you know you need a break on that ski, or you know you need a break on that sled, and you programmed it in your training, do what you've done in training. Don't let your mind take over.
Yeah, because it won't change today. You won't just miraculously turn into Superman. They'll just probably embarrass yourself in front of everyone here. So just bear it in mind. But at the end of the day, just have fun and enjoy it. You pay to be here. And like you said, you'll be able to tell everyone you've done a Hyrox for the next 5 years.
Yeah.
So
that's the best thing about doing a Hyrox is that you get to say, I've done a Hyrox.
Yeah.
To everyone you've ever met.
Yeah.
You know.
People that don't even do Hyrox, you don't even know what it means. Just,
so that's even better because then you get to explain what it is, and they're like, "Why would you do that?"
Yeah. Well, have fun and enjoy it.
Right, we'll leave it there. But thanks for listening. And if anyone's competing in Hyrox in Birmingham this weekend, then let us know in the comments. Let us know your time. Let us know how it went. Because we're always interested in what other people have done as well. So, thanks for listening, and we'll catch you on the next one.
See you on the next one.